One fact about every Meatloaf song, Part 7. Welcome to the Neighbourhood. Where the Rubber Meets the Road. Where the Rubber Meets the Road was played frequently during the 1995 to 97 Born to Rock tour promoting Welcome to the Neighbourhood, but sadly it was completely dropped afterwards, save for a brief snippet performance in December 1999. I'd Lie for You and That's the Truth. This song marks the first collaboration between Meatloaf and Diane Warren, probably the second best songwriter he's ever worked with besides Jim Steinman. Steinman was amused at Warren's clear attempt to imitate his specific writing style, quipping, "Even the title is very mild compared to what it imitates. I think, so big deal? I'd lie for you? That's hardly a one-night stand. I'd embezzle at least. Sign phony checks? But lie? I don't know." Original Sin. Original Sin was first officially released in 1989 on the Pandora's Box album Original Sin, go figure. However, the song had been part of Meatloaf's concert set lists as far back as the 1988 Lost Boys and Golden Girls tour, predating the Pandora's Box release. 45 Seconds of Ecstasy. Despite what the title might imply, 45 Seconds of Ecstasy is actually 66 seconds long. Running for the Red Light, I Got a Life. Elements of Running for the Red Light's chorus were lifted directly from Good Times by the Easy Beats. As a result, Easy Beats members Harry Vanda and George Young are credited as writers for the track alongside Meat, Paddy Verso and Sarah Durkee. Fiesta de las Almas Perdidas. The title Fiesta de las Almas Perdidas roughly translates to Festival of the Dead. Left in the Dark. Steinman once claimed that Left in the Dark was so depressing that a studio engineer tried slitting his wrists after he first listened to Steinman's own recording of the song back in 1981. Not a Dry Eye in the House. Peaking at number 82 on the US Billboard Hot 100, Not a Dry Eye in the House was sadly Meat's last ever single to chart in the United States during his lifetime. Amnesty is Granted. Although the entirety of Welcome to the Neighbourhood was produced by Little Steven Van Zandt, Amnesty is Granted is the only track on the album that Van Zandt himself actually played on. If This Is the Last Kiss, Let's Make It Last All Night. If This Is the Last Kiss is the second of two duets on the album featuring Paddy Russo. Russo had been the Neverland Express's lead female vocalist since the 1993 Everything Louder tour, and would remain Meat's duet partner both on stage and on record for nearly 20 years until her final appearance with the band in 2013. Martha. Meat once said that he thought Martha, originally written and recorded by Tom Watts in 1973, was the most beautiful song ever written. Where Angels Sing. Strangely, Where Angels Sing is the only song on Welcome to the Neighbourhood to feature longtime Neverland Express member John Michelli on drums. Every other track featured session musician Kenny Aronoff. There you have